Let's check the voices first. Yeah, I think the mic is working absolutely fine. It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm missing consistency on my streaming thing. I mean, either I'm either I'm being forced to travel due to work and all the issues, but I'll try to stick in for every week episode. Welcome in Goldie Gamer. Hello, hope you're doing well. Uh, this week, we'll watch one episode. I wanted to do an episode last week, but I got sick. I couldn't. I couldn't do the stream because I was lacking the basic energy that's required for a stream. So back again. Welcome everybody and people who are gonna join in. Uh, One episode from Legends of the Hidden Temple. I think this was requested by Jomar. I hope he joins in. I don't think Shahan Faisal is gonna join this episode because he said he's gonna fly. He said he's gonna fly and he asked me to do at 9 a.m. in the morning. I would be asleep because I'm usually a guy who works in the night and sleeps in the morning. So 9 a.m. in the morning is something that I can't stream due to sleep issues or sleep reasons due to the timing issues. So this should be an ideal time for everyone, including you guys, because most of the viewers are from the US. Would be around evening for you guys. So this would be an ideal time, and also for me because I finish off my work at sharp 6, and then I switch to streaming. So I think this would be an ideal time. So hopefully we can adjust half hour here and there. That should not be a problem. But this is the timing that we will do because Friday evenings are whenever are the times when people are free from their personal works and all that stuff, and they can come and chill in the stream and talk and do all the stuff. So I think this will be an ideal time. If anyone has any suggestions, please do put in. Also, I'm missing on updating all the episodes on YouTube because I haven't uploaded like 4, 5, 6 episodes on YouTube. The last uploaded video on my YouTube was like around 3 months ago or 2 months ago. So I need to start that editing and stuff because people don't watch live stream. People only watch the VODs videos on demand. So I'm gonna do that mostly by this week. At least I'll have 2 videos up, and then I'll see where I can take it forward. Okay, that's done. That's done. That's the to-do list that I have. And what we're gonna do today, we're gonna watch one more episode from the Legends of the Hidden Temple. So let's get started in. I think I have loaded this up. I think I downloaded this from the archives or from dailymotion.com. It's a Dailymotion video. Let's go.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. With your guide, Kirk Hogg.
The quality isn't that great.
And here he is now.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice to see you. Nice
But I
to
think
see
it's
you,
good enough.
Olmec. Welcome to Legends of the Hidden Temple. The rooms are filled with lost treasures that are protected by mysterious Mayan temple guard. Only Olmec knows the legend behind each of the treasures in his temple. Which one are we going to hear about today?
The legend of the enormous feather of the Mi-Ling.
The enormous feather of the Mi-Ling.
Enormous feather of the Mi-Ling. I hope all you panel must have watched this episode. This was requested by Jomar, if I'm not wrong. I have to pull up his Discord. Yeah, it's him. So this is from season 3, the enormous feather of Mi-Ling. So yeah, this was requested by him like a long time ago. So I thought I would just finish off this request. So let's get on with it.
One of our teams will have a chance to retrieve that enormous...
That's a different cinematography. The first time something comes up.
This feather of the Mi-Ling.
The enormous...
And one thing I noticed is that the hairstyle in this episode is a little different of Kirk Fogg. I mean, he looks a little different. Maybe, kind of the hair isn't properly combed. That's what I wanted to say. The hair isn't properly combed. Kind of, maybe he was in a rush or something. Maybe they have these makeup men or makeup women right behind somewhere and they kind of brush him up and they push him and then he swings in and he comes across. I mean, that's what I feel. Looks a little untidy. That's what. It's a little untidy. But that's okay. That's not the main point.
Feather of the Mi Ling. One of our teams will have a chance to retrieve that enormous feather. Will it be the Red Jaguars, the Blue Barracudas, the Green Monkeys, the Orange Iguanas, the Purple Parrots, or the Silver Snakes? They're going to have to pass some tough physical and mental tests, and in the end, only one team will have the right to enter Olmec's temple. But first, they have to cross the moat, and Olmec will tell us how they'll have to do it today.
Before you lie the remains of a slippery footpath across the moat. When Kirk gives
Jomar, welcome in.
the first player will
Good
slide
eveningo.
down across the path. If you have gone far enough and reached the rope, grab it and pull yourself to the other side. However, if you grab the edges, or if any part of you touches the water, jump off and begin again. As soon as both players reach the other side, run over and hit the gong. The first 4 teams to hit their gongs will go on to the next round.
Let's get started. Hey, teams, on your mark, get set.
He hasn't asked if they are ready. So this episode starts off in a unique way. Teams, on your mark, get set, go.
Go.
Ooh.
Who's going to get across first?
Oh yeah!
Nobody does.
Nobody does, but the Red Jaguars did it, right?
Well,
Either I didn't understand the game or...
tough. They're small. And they have
Sorry
to
for
get
the
themselves-
pauses.
Whoa, Purple Parrots. I love that head first.
Ah,
dive.
you have to drag
And
yourself.
the Silver Snakes and the Green Monkeys and the Blue and the Red.
Ooh, that was quick from the Purple Parrots. Silver Snakes, what a slide. You almost bumped into each other. Blue Barracudas as usual. Terrible. Terrible. Oh, good.
We need one more team. Just before the Orange Iguanas just got there in time. Silver Snakes, though, had no problem. She lost her mouthpiece, no problem there. Silver Snakes are going on to the steps of knowledge.
I love this. This was the best crossing the moat episode I have seen after a long time. Firstly, I love that sliding in from start to end, and the way the kids have slid across and catching that rope. That was the best part. Usually, we pass this temple game, right? We pass this stuff and we move on to the next round. But this one I like the most. For example, look at this.
Well, it's going to be tough. They're small, and they have to get
Ooh, that's...
Purple Parrot.
I would have loved to do that
I love that head
if
first
given a
dive.
chance. Even Kirk Fogg loves it.
And the Silver Snakes and the Green Monkeys
Ooh.
and the Blue and the Red. Purple's across first.
Wow.
Silver
That was one of the best smooth slide or dive that I have ever seen.
Snakes are the cross.
The one by the Silver Snakes.
Green Monkeys. And first
I think
dive.
it's the next one.
And the Silver Snakes and the Green Monkeys
Ooh.
and the Blue and
Not
the
this one,
Red.
the next.
Purple's across first.
Oh, I love this reaction from this spotter over here. Like, she's like, yeah, my kids have done it.
Green Monkeys.
Look at the reaction of the spotter. Look at the reaction of the spotter. Yeah!
Across first.
I'm gonna get paid extra.
Silver Snakes
That was the
across.
slide. Almost bumped into it. Okay.
Yes, Blue Barracudas, nice work. Yes, pulled herself across.
That was 2 yes from Kirk Fogg. I think he's a silent admirer of Blue Barracudas. I don't know.
We need one more team. Just before the Orange Iguanas just got there in time. Silver Snakes
Lovely stuff.
had no problem. She lost her mouthpiece, no problem there. Silver Snakes are going on to the steps of knowledge. Continues. It's now time for Olmec to tell us about the enormous feather of the Mi Ling. But pay attention, guys, because your knowledge of the legend can bring you a step closer to Olmec's temple.
2 of the bravest sisters who ever lived were the queens of Vietnam, Trung Trắc and Trung Nhi. As girls, they heard the legend of a bird called the Mi Ling, which was so swift it crossed the sky in a flash. When the Mi Ling appeared, the Vietnamese would be free. For generations, they had suffered under the cruel Chinese governors, and in 40 AD, the sisters decided to act.
Tony, we must raise an army and drive the foreigners out of our country. Cool. I know where we can get a good deal on some war elephants.
And with that, the plot was born. One hot, humid night, just before dawn, a small band of rebels crept silently through the jungle underbrush on their hands and knees. At Trung Truck's signal, they sprang to the attack with a shower of arrows and loud war cries. But the Chinese fought back, and the battle swept back and forth along the fortress walls until daybreak. Just when it seemed the women would be defeated, a flash appeared in the sky.
The meaning, that prophecy has come true.
Trung Truck reached up just in time to catch an enormous feather. With a cheer, the rebels surged forward and took the fortress. Soon the sisters became the queens of all Vietnam, and the feather of the Mi Ling was placed here in the temple. Your task is to find the enormous feather of the Mi Ling and bring it back here.
Thanks, Olmec. Tell us, where is this enormous feather?
The enormous feather of the Mi Ling can be found
Observatory.
in the king's storeroom.
All right, teams,
that's
you're now
King's storeroom.
standing on the steps of knowledge. In a minute, Olmec's going to ask you a question. If you think you know the answer, I want you to stomp down on that ancient
Interesting
marking in front of
legend.
you. If you're right, you're going to move down to the next level. But if you're wrong or run out of time, I'm going to give the other teams a chance. The first two teams to make it to the bottom level will be one step closer to Olmec's temple. We're ready for your first question.
How were Trung Truck and Trung Ni related? Were they?
Purple parrots,
They were,
Sisters.
queens and sisters.
queen sisters.
That is correct.
Step down, purple parrots. Next question, Olmec.
Were the Trung sisters Chinese, Cambodian, or...
Silver snakes.
Vietnamese.
That is correct.
Step down, silver snakes.
Vietnamese. Undercover copies here.
Next question.
Did the sisters become...
I don't know, for some weird reason. Sorry to pause again. Do you see that the eyes are kind of not proportionate, if that's the right word. They are not looking equal, and the left cheekbone is kind of a little swollen. I don't know, maybe Olmec was sick or something, but the left cheekbone is a little swollen. The left eyelids or eyes are a little closed. No, minor observations that I found out. I find in this episode.
opera singers?
Purple parrot.
Queens?
That is correct.
Step down, purple
Purple
parrot.
parrots are racing through.
But now she is, because she's just one step away from the Temple Games with her partner. Next question, Olmec.
Which of these is the Mi Ling? A large legendary bird.
Oh, blue barracudas.
Bird.
That is correct.
Step down, blue barracudas. They're on the board. Still plenty of time for the orange iguanas. We need two teams here. Next question, Olmec.
Was this legendary bird supposed to be slow like molasses?
Purple parrot.
Really, really fast.
That is really, really correct.
Whoa!
Step down, purple parrots. We've got
That was first of a kind. That is really, really correct.
Now we need one more team. Who's it going to be? The silver snakes, the blue barracudas, or the orange iguanas? Next question, Olmec.
According to our legend, when the Mi Ling appeared, would the Vietnamese...
Orange iguanas.
Vietnamese would be freed.
That is correct.
There you go. The orange iguanas are on the board and tied up. Here we go. It's a foot race to the finish.
Olmec reaction, yeah.
According to our legend, were the Vietnamese treated cruelly by...
Silver snakes.
Chinese.
That is correct.
There's that Chinese answered.
Ooh, silver snakes are make a comeback. Oh.
Next question.
To drive out the Chinese, did the sisters pray, raise an army, or rent a limo?
Raise an army?
That is correct.
That's the orange iguanas, and now they're just a step away with the silver snakes. Next question, Olmec.
What kind of animals did the sisters bring into battle?
Orange iguanas.
Elephants?
That is correct.
Oh!
Our two teams.
Another tragic end to blue barracudas, and they're stunned.
And coming from behind, and the purple parrots. Good job, silver snakes. Good job. Come on over here, blue barracudas. Great two teams. Hate to wish them goodbye, but we have to. We got a nice gift for them, and here's what it is.
Hush
Ah.
puppies, the most comfortable shoes
It's
in
okay.
the whole wide world. Come in waterproof, stain resistant.
The purple parrots and the orange iguanas will be playing for the right to enter Olmec's temple, and they're going to do it right after this. to legends. Now the glory goes to the fastest and the strongest. But before we get started, let's meet our tough two teams here. On the Orange Iguanas, we have Carissa. She's plays softball, and she also loves to draw. And her partner here, David, is into roller hockey, and he collects sports cards. Let's hear it for the Orange Iguanas.
Two evenly matched
And on the
teams.
Purple Parrots, we have Molly. She's a cheerleader, and she's also
Cheerleader?
into soccer. And her partner
That's an
here,
interesting
Joey, is a fisherman.
hobby.
I like to fish. And he's also into football. Let's hear it for the Purple Parrots. You guys ready to play the Temple Games? All right, go get ready, and let me tell you what's going to happen. In the Temple Games, they're going to be competing for, well, look at there. We got a pendant of life. They're going to need those pendants to protect themselves from the dreaded Temple guards as they make their way to the temple. There are 3 Temple Games. Omek, will you tell us about Temple Game number 1?
Trung Truc and Trung Nhi led the Vietnamese in a great battle against the Chinese. Behind you stands your army, and between you lies a giant boulder. When Kirk gives the signal, shove your boulder and knock over your enemy's warriors without crossing into their territory. You may block your opponent's boulder. The first player to knock down all of their opponent's warriors, or the player that's knocked over the most warriors in 60 seconds wins.
All right. That's
I'm
the
betting
second
on
boulder I've ever seen.
Purple Parrots to win this.
60 seconds. On your marks. Get set. Go.
Ooh. Oh! Not a good start.
Orange Iguanas has knocked over their first warrior.
Ah.
Now the Purple Parrot's going to watch it.
This game is so
A little
intense.
bit. This takes strategy.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. Go, Purple, go!
Ahead now. No, it's
Oh, that's brilliant. Come on! Oh, brilliant.
got one over. So it's one apiece.
One apiece. Literally hustling through.
Run or block.
A wayward throw, wayward push. No!
Oh, it's 2 for the Orange Iguanas.
He's run out of energy. Look at him, he's run out of energy.
Parrots can score.
No. Good defense by Orange.
Okay, let's go. Come on in here.
Good defense.
Let's score it out here. Joey, come on over here. Whoa, great match by both teams.
Yeah,
Very
great
close
match.
all the way to the end. But the Orange Iguanas got 2 enemy soldiers over, so that gives the Orange Iguanas the half pendant of life.
Joey and David.
Well, Joey, don't be bummed because you can catch up in the next game. It's worth a half pendant. Omek, tell us about Temple Game number 2.
The Vietnamese fighters were so poor that they had to gather used arrows during the battle to shoot back at the enemy. When Kirk gives the signal, crawl out to the first arrow,
Ooh.
pull it off, return, and drop it into your bin. Then, crawl out and grab the next
I don't know if I have
The first
seen
player to
this
get all the arrows into their
before.
bin, or the player with the most arrows in their bin after 60 seconds wins.
Okay.
Put 60 seconds on the clock. Our teams are ready. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Ooh.
They're all upside down there, and that's not easy to do. They've got their arrows. Now the transition of putting them in.
Oh. I think this is really tough.
It's just, you
Ah.
gotta get it inside the bucket, and that Purple Parrots came out.
Oh.
Orange scored 2.
Orange is in the lead. I think they
Purple Parrots.
are gonna be. Oh. Not good. It's not going well. She's doing it really well.
Orange Iguanas are pulling
3
ahead.
out of
Purple
3.
Parrots gonna have to scramble to catch up. This isn't easy.
No, don't-
They're all upside down.
I don't know if that went in. Yeah, that
Now
went
they
in.
scored.
Yeah, that
They're
went in.
really gonna have to make some time up now.
Orange is stuck. Come on, make a
Grab it,
move.
Go.
Oh, 2. No.
Count it up
3 to
right now. You
2.
want to bring out the barrels, the bins here? Let me count it up. Purple Parrots had 1, 2. The Orange Iguanas had 1, 2, 3,
Oh.
and 4.
They had
Because the Orange
4.
Iguanas, they have a pendant of
Wow.
life.
Convincing win again.
She's happy. So that gives the Orange Iguanas 1 pendant. The Purple Parrots don't have
Get
any.
them
The
down.
third and final game is for the full pendant. Omek, tell us about Temple Game number 3.
After 150 years of harsh rule, the Vietnamese rose up and drove the Chinese army out of the country. They smashed all the statues the Chinese left behind. Now you are about to destroy the statues of the Chinese rulers. Your partners are going to be the battering rams. When Kirk gives the signal, swing your partner at one of these Chinese statues and knock it over without crossing over the border into China. The first player to knock over all 3 statues, or the team that's further along at the end of 60 seconds wins.
Purple Parrots need this game to get a tie. Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. On your marks, get set, go! First throw is the most important. Swing your partner.
Oh, that's a good start.
Parrots score first. You've got the momentum.
Oh, just push your legs. I know it.
You've got to knock over all 3.
Oh, beautiful.
You've got another, but the orange just scored.
One more. Tie.
Smash in the Chinese statues.
Come on.
One more. The
She's
Purple
doing it
Parrots
really. She's pushing her legs so that she can knock it off. Wait.
Oh, I thought it was it.
Beautiful.
Oh, Purple Parrots, great job.
Great
They pulled it over
job.
in the last second. They got all 3 of them knocked over. That gives them the full pendant.
They made it interesting. They have a life.
It's a tie. We go to a tiebreaker. Let's bring in the tiebreaker pedestal.
There's still life left in this game. Good job by the
All right,
girl
get
in
behind your
Purple
podium
Parrots.
here. Purple on the left. All right, let me give you the tiebreaker rule.
Why do you need a
Second,
mouth
almost
guard
ask
for
you
a
question. If you
tiebreaker?
think you know the answer, I want you to hit the gong in front of you. You're going to have 3 seconds to answer, and I must...
She pushed her hand. Did you see
You're
that?
right. You and your partner will be going inside the temple, and so if you think you know the answer, I want you to hit the gong in front of you. You're going to have
You see
3
the hand of the Purple Parrots girl.
seconds
She's
to
like,
answer,
dude,
and I must accept your first
leave.
response. If you're right, you purple on the left. Think you know the answer? I want you to hit the gong in front of you.
Dude, you
have
remove your
3
hand.
seconds to answer.
Okay, that's a bit rude. Molly, that's a bit rude.
I must accept your first response. If you're right, you and your partner will be going inside the temple in search of the enormous feather of the Mi Ling. If
Again,
you're
he
wrong,
puts his
one at a time, I'm gonna give the other teams a chance. You all clear?
Oh, he's
All
not
right.
gonna put it. He's
Omek, we're ready for your final question.
Oh my God, they're
Is the
prepping
capital
up
of
so much.
Vietnam Hanoi, Sacramento, or Singapore?
Orange iguana.
Hanoi?
That is correct.
That's correct. The orange iguanas are going to the
What a
temple. Congratulations. Good
What a
job,
twist!
David. Great job.
I mean, all that effort of putting hands on top of that gong and all that stuff, they didn't even press the gong.
These are a great team. It's a great Purple Parrot team. We got a nice...
You have to be cool and calm under pressure.
And here's wrong.
That's the moral of
To
this.
give the other teams a chance. You all clear? All right. Omek, we're ready for your final question.
Look at them, look at the Purple Parrots. They're like,
Is the capital of Vietnam Hanoi, Sacramento, or Singapore?
Orange iguana.
Hanoi?
That is correct.
That's correct. The orange
The
iguanas
tiebreaker
are
question
going
was
to the
too easy,
temple. Congratulations.
Basic general
Good
knowledge
job,
question.
David. Great job. Boy, these are a great team. It's a great Purple
like
Parrot team.
Xerxes last week, Purple Parrots dominate the steps of knowledge and then blow it in the tiebreaker.
Hush Puppies, the most
Yeah,
comfortable shoes
kind
in the
of
whole wide
weird.
world. Come in waterproof, stain-resistant suede.
They made a great comeback after
Couple of puddles.
losing the first 2 and then they blew it.
All right, we're going to see if the orange iguanas can make it to Olmec's temple. We're going to see if they can retrieve that enormous...
Singapore is another country in Sacramento. Yeah, kind of. I didn't notice the options.
If you think you know the answer, I want you to hit the gong in front of you. You're going to have 3 seconds to answer, and I must accept...
I didn't
your
notice the
response.
options. I
If you're
didn't
right,
focus.
you and your partner will be... Our final question.
Is the capital of Vietnam Hanoi, Sacramento, or Singapore?
That was so dumb, dude. That's such a dumb question. Seriously.
Orange iguana.
Hanoi?
I mean, the question was okay, but the options were so dumb. Good point, Jomar. I mean, I didn't notice
Is
that.
correct.
That's correct. The orange iguanas are going to the
Such a
temple.
dumb options.
Congratulations. Good.
Hush Puppies, the most comfortable shoes in the
All right, we're going to see if the orange iguanas can make it to Olmec's temple. We're going to see if they can retrieve that enormous feather of the Mi Ling right after this.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Welcome back to Legends. David and Carissa have proven themselves worthy and now have earned the right to enter Olmec's temple. But before they get started, Olmec's going to give them some information to help them retrieve that enormous feather.
Great, Trullo. Good to see you, man. I'm doing great.
You could start by running up the stairs to the crypt. Grab the book from the skeletons.
In their defense, they're like 11 years old. I don't know many 11 years who know Asian geography. Yeah. Give it to them. Let's give it to them.
To find the key that will lead you into the chamber of sacred markers.
Chamber of Sacred Marker, the one room that I hate the most.
And pass into the room of the ancient warriors. Place yourself in the correct armor and open the door to the shrine of the silver monkey.
Shrine of the silver
When you
monkey.
may be headed toward the room of the secret password.
Secret password.
Find the tablet with the correct inscription and shout it out to open the door to the
Was that the last episode where the kid got stuck in
Slide
this?
down the tunnel to the quicksand bog.
I forgot the last stream itself. I was completely out of stuff.
But beware of the temple guards.
But that room is kind of a
Find the key in the tree. And
Or
you'll
horrible
enter
room.
The jester's court. Press yourself against
People don't get out of it or don't climb up.
Gain entry to the tomb of the headless king.
Tomb of the Headless King. This is one of my favorite designed room. I mean, the way they designed it, like you put in the skull and that opens the door, and the skull kind of lights up inside the head.
Down the stairs and back to the temple gate. The choices are yours. and
Marble
yours
armrest.
alone.
Oh, Pat got stuck in the quicksand. Thank you, Jomar.
Won one pendant in the temple games. Who is going first?
I am.
Very well, David.
David.
Kurt gives the signal. You'll race through the gates into the temple.
David and
Make your way
Goliath.
towards the enormous feather. Hidden inside the temple are temple guards assigned to protect 3 specific rooms. You can trade your pendant for an extra life.
Dude,
to go
one
on.
pendant is like
Your
so
pendant, you'll be taken out of the temple.
I mean,
and
it's
it'll be
like
Teresa's turn to
30%
advance.
chances of
When
winning.
you reach the feather, all of the doors of the temple will instantly unlock, and the temple guards will vanish. Return through the gates with the enormous feather. of the
Handsomely
melee.
rewarded.
In 3 minutes, you'll both be handsomely rewarded. And here's how.
First, you get a bicycle. Magnus 26-inch boys.
What in the world? This is tough.
With 15-speed Shimano index.
Yeah, that's why it's called Legends of the Hidden Temple.
The frame or handlebar bag. From
People
that
who go
bicycle,
through this and come out are
within 2 minutes,
legends.
you'll receive the CDI player.
Of course, Legends
Transform your TV
is
into
the
true
legend of the
Space
day.
on the Block with a Magnavox
Or
CDI
whatever.
player. Play exciting kids software, wild educational programs, and challenging games from Philips Media. If you can bring the feather out of the temple before 2 minutes is up, you'll both be going to Roseland Ranch.
Roseland
In
Ranch.
Stanfordville, New York.
Stanford Village.
Ranch Resort, the whole family will enjoy. Horseback riding, swimming, entertainment, game room, and winter activities. Year-round fun from Roseland Ranch.
All right, David, let's get into position. Get your mouthpiece in. Olmec, will you lower your gate?
No sign of the guy from back in. He's flying. He's flying. He'll be coming in next
3
week.
minutes on the clock.
He's flying. He's from Dubai. He's flying from Dubai to somewhere.
Get set. Go. There he goes.
Hey, let's
Up
go.
into the temple.
David, come on, boy. D for David.
Pendant, they've got work ahead of him.
He's clueless.
That opens it right away. He's heading to
What
the
a start.
pendulum. Oh, he just
Whoa.
jumped right on, knocks it over.
I
It's gonna head him down to the tomb of the headless.
I was not sure if that was a proper jump, but he managed to kind of. He scared him.
Oh, temple guard. They're now without a pendant. Next time he's taken, it'll be turned for Carissa. Pull all the vines. Pull them all. Find the head. Get it. Get that head. Put it on.
What else do fall in from that, from the top? I think ribs,
Go to the
skeleton. I don't know. I
Explain that body. I want
this
you
guy
to
has made it almost half the way.
There he goes, right into the dark forest.
Ooh, that's a weird way of going through. Pass to the wall. Don't. No, bro, don't do that.
She goes up into the temple.
Why would you search? I mean, he was looking for the half.
1 minute
I mean,
and 50
shortcut.
seconds left.
Oh,
No,
girl,
get
come
out
on.
of the pit.
No, don't go up.
Pit.
No.
Dive.
What are you doing?
Go. She's got a path up.
I love the way that is glowing, but
Everyone's cheering her on. They're saying,
you got to go. Why are you so slow?
into the dark forest.
She doesn't have a pendant. Very tentative. Confused. Looking left and right. Bust through the wall. It's half bust already. I don't know how half.
Get up there, get up.
Oh, why are these girls so slow? I see this in every episode. These girls are so slow.
There she goes. Go,
My
go,
BP.
go, go,
No! Who is she looking at for guidance, man? Is there someone who's helping her out? She's looking at the camera all the time. Just 2 rooms away, man.
Go, Clarissa, go.
Someone did you hear someone yelling? Oh, there you go, David.
Get the head on. Come on, Clarissa, you got time.
Come on! Oh my god.
Go. In the room of the ancient warriors. Get in there.
First one lucky. First one lucky.
Try the other one.
Oh, this is so cruel.
Try the other one. Oh, it would have to be the first one.
It's always the last one. One room away. Go!
She's there. 16 seconds.
Yeah.
Go up.
What is she? Why is she so slow?
Get the feather. Get the feather.
Oh my god.
Got the feather. Go. 6 seconds left.
At least.
She make it out.
She can. No. No. Oh no.
Time, but she did a great job. David did a great job. They get the bicycle. They get the CDI play. We gotta get out of here. Come on over here, Carissa.
Oh.
Again next time for another great Legend of the Hidden Temple. Bye-bye. Great.
I mean, don't laugh. I mean, there seems to be a pattern to this. I mean, women, I'm not generalizing all the women again. Please don't attack me. But some of the girls are so slow. They don't know what's at stake, or I don't know. She was so slow to start off with, and I mean, let's take a run before we get into the call. I'm gonna like
He's heading to the pit of the into the dark, down into the pit.
see. So slow here. You know, why did she go up for the first reason?
Go, 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 go. She's got a path up. The crowd.
That room was okay. Again, this room again.
Into
So
the dark
slow.
forest. She's a little tentative. Bust through that wall.
See
Get
again.
up there.
That's like 3-5 seconds.
Right in the quicksand bog.
Again here.
Get up there, get up. Climb up that ladder.
So terribly slow.
There she goes. Go, go up. No, go up.
See again. Why is she wasting so much time? It's so clear. It's a clear path you have to go. Oh my god.
Into the shrine of the silver monkey. She lost some valuable time. Put the monkey together. Go, Clarissa, go. You're
Poor David, man. If I was David, I would be so infuriated. I would be so angry
go.
with her. Like,
In the room of the ancient warriors. Get in there.
and this is the rude part. I don't know if this is
Try the other
planned by the crew or something, but it's always the third one. It's always the third one.
Try the other
I don't remember any episode where it's the first or second one, but it's always the third one that opens the door.
She's there.
And even here,
Go up, up.
look at Kirk for he's like, go
Got
up,
the
go
feather.
up.
Get the feather. She's got the feather. Go. 6 seconds left. Will she make it out? Hurry, 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 hurry.
Ah,
Oh, she ran out
She-
of time, but she did a
Ah.
great job. David did a great
if she was only quick, probably 10 seconds more. Probably 10 seconds, just 10 seconds or even 8 seconds, she would have easily made it. If I was David, I would not even talk to her. I would not even look at her for what she has done. But that's okay. That's part of life. But, I mean, come on, man. So close yet so far. Okay, let's talk to people. I'll be waiting for you guys. In the meantime, let's read out some of the chat. It was her resistance that cost him the trip to Roseland Ridge. Where was the third temple card? I have no clue, Craig. I'm sure they still would have won if they only tried the first armor instead of all 3. Yeah, but that's again, it's the odds. She tried the third one, didn't open. I don't know how that works. I'll probably ask the people. Undercover Cop is already in the chat, so let's join in. Meantime, Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Undercover Cop. Good evening. Yeah.
Evening.
Uh,
Or
well,
morning where you are.
it's morning for me. Okay. Golly Gamer, are you joining in? I don't see him active in the chat the last 10 minutes. Golly Gamer, are
Hi.
you joining in? Mute. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. All right. If you are ready with your review, please
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay. This run could have easily been another win. David got off to a quick start until he got taken out in the dark forest. Carissa took over but hesitated a bit on the ladder leading to the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. Once she put the monkey together, she just had to pull down the right armor in the Room of the Ancient Warriors to reach the artifact. She grabbed it with 9 seconds left, but from that point, there just wasn't enough time left to make it out.
Ah, yes. Do you think it would have helped if she went first?
Well, I don't know if that would make a difference or whatnot because there are because one of the things that really makes a difference is speed.
Yeah, true.
Because the really tough part is knowing who's the faster runner of the team, and that's what you really got to communicate with each other on these teams. But I don't think that whether she was a faster runner or not was the problem. The problem was, like I said, she hesitated on that ladder.
Yeah. And plenty of hesitation. Like throughout the run, she was like looking left and right towards the cameraman, looking for prompting.
So the ladder was not the only spot.
Yeah. I mean, some of the runs by some of the girls are terrible, man. They costed a lot of temple runs. Do you think this comes up as one of the worst in terms of a female not able to catch up with the run?
Without question.
I don't know for sure, but I do know this. But the Carissa was lucky enough that there was no temple guard in either the Shrine of the Silver Monkey or the Room of the Ancient Warrior, considering that this was a one pendant run.
Okay. Where do you think the other temple guards were?
Yeah, I'll find it for you.
Well, there's only 3 possibilities.
Yeah.
Yes.
The secret password doesn't seem likely.
Mm-hmm.
The chamber doesn't seem super. The chamber, I guess, is possible.
And then there's the ledges.
I think the ledges is the most likely culprit. But it could have been in the chamber. I mean, it could have been either 3. I wish we could know for certain, but we will never know for certain. But I would imagine he was in the ledges, or he was in the ledges.
Let's see. According to this, it was the ledges.
Well, the wiki again. The wiki's not always right. So. Yeah, pitch black in the ledges. Usually that means he's hiding in there.
Ooh, good catch.
Usually.
Okay. Yeah. So like the fact that they both started at the crypt was the right move.
Yeah. Cop, your views on this?
I distinctly remember this episode as a child because I remember the name Carissa. First of all, Carissa was an alternate in the previous tape day. And you know that from the behind-the-scene video. So she was there the day, or whatever the day the previous taping day, whether that was the day before or whenever, she was an alternate for that day.
Okay.
I don't know if she was an alternate for this one. So, again, like I said, the Purple Parrots blow it in the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
2 quick temple games. David. Interesting thing I'll point out about David before I bash Carissa. The Jester's Court doesn't go to black, doesn't turn dark when he finishes it.
Ooh.
And when Carissa busts through the ledges, you don't hear the sound of the wall breaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so David did okay. He actually did pretty well. He got to the Dark Forest with 2 minutes. That's pretty good. Carissa is absolutely the reason why this run... It's not up for debate. I think she absolutely could have won if she hadn't hesitated. Now, one thing that no one points out is she's holding her mouthpiece in her hand for until she gets to the shrine. She's holding it in her hand. She's not wearing it, which I think is maybe something that's costing her. I'm wondering if people on the site are screaming, "Put your mouthpiece in."
Ooh.
Again, not a lot of people notice that, but again, I worry about that because I don't want her breaking her teeth.
Yeah.
So if I were a production person, I would be screaming, "Put your mouthpiece in." So that may have cost her, but again, she was so slow. She was so hesitant. She hesitated in the shrine. She hesitated in the climbing up the ladder. She hesitated busting through the wall. She hesitated doing the Room of the Ancient Warriors. And I think the first suit of armor she tried opened the door.
Oh, okay.
Because if you look at it, it's angled, you can't see the door, and you kind of hear the cameraman saying, the cameraman very quietly saying something. I think he's saying, it's open, go, go, go. She didn't see it, or or she thought she had to do all 3 suits of armors, or I don't know. I think the third suit of armor opened the door, and you hear it, but the other thing is, let's say hypothetically she does the first suit of armor and she gets the feather. She probably gets out. Can you imagine? You would have to look at this run and you would have to say, wow, this was a great run, even though Carissa absolutely is terrible.
Yeah.
If she does one thing differently, she gets out with the feather. But it's kind of a good thing she didn't win, in my opinion, because we would have to look at this and we would have to say that it was still a win somehow, even though she was not great. Again, which is not a commentary on her as a person. It's a commentary on how well she did in this. She probably was a very nice person. She seemed very good spirits.
Yeah.
After losing. But I think this is the only time that you get the sense that Kirk is actively angry at the contestant, or actively frustrated. I don't think I've ever... He is screaming at her, go.
Yeah.
Especially when it gets to the Room of the Ancient Warriors. He's like, it's open, go, go, go.
Yeah, true.
And he never does that.
True.
At least he does, but not to the degree of...
Exactly.
It sounds like he wants to, rip his hair out or something. He's so angry at how slow she's moving and how much she's hesitating, which is weird, because usually we feel that way, but rarely does Kirk show it. Usually he's sympathetic. So, this is a very interesting temple run for many reasons. And one of a kind. That's a good word. One of a kind temple run.
Yeah.
Whether you love it or hate it.
Yeah. Were there any instances where after the run or any time the kids had a fight between them because one of them was not performing?
If it was, it wasn't on camera.
Yeah.
Maybe during the temple games or the Steps of Knowledge more so.
Okay.
Like the team that loses the temple games, I think occasionally you'll see them. I don't know about fighting, but you definitely see them bummed. But I don't know about during a temple run. I think most of them were just happy that they got to get to the temple. At least didn't show it. I don't remember.
Okay.
Or don't think, and if it did, they didn't show it.
Yeah, because some of the runs are so close, and like this one, the girl didn't match up. So maybe if someone might have lost it because they were kids, kind of immature. So maybe I thought they would have a fight, not fight like beating up or something, maybe like an argument, and then the crew would come up and kind of calm them down.
David seems in good.
Yeah.
He seems in okay spirits once the run's over. So
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know. Also, her getting the feather, they won the CDI player, which the CDI player has a reputation for being one of the worst video game systems of all time.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I have another episode with me right now. Should we watch it now or the next week? I have the missing eye of David.
Okay, Craig wants to know how many times a player got caught by a temple guard in the dark forest in season 3. Craig, that would take a lot of research, so I would not be able to answer that for you right now.
How many times do a player get caught? Oh, yeah, that's a huge database question. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, if you want to do it, I can calculate it in my head. If you want to go to Eye of David, I'm up for it while I think of how many episodes ended with a temple guard. Catching someone in the dark forest. One.
Ooh. I mean, if Jomar, if you ready to watch another episode, Goldie Gamer, do you have any time to watch another episode? I have the Missing Eye of David. Craig?
Okay, sure.
Okay, that's a yes from you. Cobb, that's a yes from you. Jomar, are you up for it? Are you gonna watch it? Okay, if you guys are okay with it, I'm gonna play the next episode.
Five times.
Oh, 5 times.
All right. Sure. Okay.
All
All right. Should we exit the chat and come back after we play the next episode?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the file. Alright, thank you for watching this episode. I'm gonna continue with a new episode. I'm gonna pull up the file from my downloaded section. Legends of the Hymn Temple, Missing Eye of David. Oh yeah, found it. Quick. So this one was requested by Gold today. Actually, what happened was I was sick for the last week and the previous week, so I lost all the list of all the episodes that I made. I didn't save it in the previous file, so that's why I asked it in the Discord.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Thank you, Olmec. Welcome to Legends of the Hidden Temple. The rooms are filled with lost treasures that are protected by mysterious Mayan temple guards. Only Olmec knows the legend behind each of the treasures in his temple. Which one are we going to hear about today?
Legend of the Missing Eye of David.
Oh, the Missing Eye of David. Well, the legend is set.
I got it from the archives.
Retrieve the missing eye. Will it be the Red Jaguars? The Blue Barracudas? The Green Monkeys?
I'm gonna take my medicine and
Iguanas? The Purple Parrots? Or the Silver Snakes? They're gonna have to pass some pretty tough physical and mental tests, and in the end, only one team will have the right to enter Olmec's temple. But first, they have to cross the moat, and Olmec will tell us how they'll have to do it today.
Before you, an ancient rope hangs into the moat. When Kirk gives the signal, the first player will jump into the moat, pull the rope back to your side, and then swing across. When you reach the other side, throw the rope to your partner, who will then swing across. As soon as the second partner is crossed, run over and hit the gong. The first 4 teams to hit their gongs will go on to the next round.
All right, let's get started. Teams, are you ready? Olmec, are you ready?
I requested the enormous feather in private, not in your servers. You know what? My DMs are completely flooded with spams, like 100 spam messages. I don't know, my Discord got hacked or something, so I lost all the spams. So next time onwards, please post it in our dedicated group, because my Discord, I have to clean up all the spam messages. Alright.
Oh, nice job of swinging. They did it in one shot, going on to the steps of knowledge of the Silver Snakes. And the Orange Iguanas. And the Green Monkeys. And
These
the
guys
Blue
look a
Barracudas.
little
Purple
adult.
Parrots and the Red Jaguars had to be quick. They were just that short from making.
Don't you think so? These kids look a little more adultish, if that's the right English word. You know, they look a little more bulky and strong compared to the kids. Now don't tell me they are 11 or 12. They look like 14, 15, even 16, 17. Look at this guy. Whoa. Look at this guy.
For Olmec to tell us about the missing eye of David. But teams pay
That silver snake guy looks huge.
In the
One of them is 14.
The
I
greatest artist of the Italian Renaissance was
can't
Michelangelo
believe.
Buonarroti. He was so talented that at 16, Lorenzo de' Medici, the Prince of Florence, became his patron. Legend has it that one day Lorenzo came to visit Michelangelo at his studio.
Listen, Michelangelo, you've been working on that statue of David for months. As a matter of fact,
Said the artist,
I just finished.
and he pulled off the drapery covering it. There was a 7-foot-tall statue of young David about to do battle with Goliath.
Magnificent! Exclaimed Lorenzo.
He looks alive. How did you do that? I pictured him inside the block of marble, and I chiseled away to free him. He will be placed in the town square of Florence as a symbol of my power,
said the prince. Years later, during a rebellion, the statue was smashed and later restored. But legend has it that one eye vanished and had to be replaced. Your quest is to find the missing eye of David and bring it back here.
So many Davids today.
Tell us, where is the missing eye?
The missing eye of David
Shrine!
is found in the shrine of the silver monkey.
All right,
Ooh,
teams,
look at
you're
that.
now standing on the steps of knowledge. In a minute, Olmec will ask you a question. If you think you know the answer, stomp down on the
By the way, some great voice improvisation by
or run out of time. I'm going to give the other teams a chance.
the great Olmec.
The first two teams to make it to the bottom level will be one step closer to Olmec's temple. Olmec, we're now ready for your first question.
Was Michelangelo born in France, Italy, or Spain?
Orange iguanas.
Italy.
That is correct.
Nice job. Step down, orange iguanas. Next question.
Did Michelangelo begin his
Somehow, the cheekbone seems a little more flat this time. Like this part has come like this. But the eyes are kind of equally proportionate. But again, the cheekbone, zoop, kind of swollen.
career in
Looks a little
Florence,
swollen.
Venice, or Rome?
Blue Barracudas.
That is correct.
For God's sake, I want Blue Barracudas to perform.
All right, let's continue.
Which of the Medicis was Michelangelo's principal patron?
Silver Snakes.
Lorenzo.
That is correct.
Nice job, Silver Snakes.
that
Nice
guy
recovery.
looks
Step
so
down. Green Monkeys can catch up. Next question.
Big.
Was Lorenzo the Sultan of Florence?
Orange Iguanas.
Prince.
That is correct.
All right, Orange Iguanas. They knew the answer. Step right down. Now
Green
they're just one
Monkeys.
step away from the Temple Games. We need two teams. Next question.
Which of these great artistic periods did Michelangelo take part in?
Silver Snake.
1500s.
That is not one of our three choices.
Oh, come on.
Green Monkeys.
That was the reaction from the girl.
That is correct.
All right, step down, Green Monkeys.
I love her reaction when he kind of says the wrong answer.
Green Monkeys.
Renaissance.
We need two teams. Next question.
Which of these great artistic periods did Michelangelo take part in?
Silver Snake.
1500s.
That is not one of our
Come on.
three choices.
Green Monkeys.
Renaissance.
That is correct.
All right, step down, Green Monkeys. Next question.
Which of these is the term for someone who carves a statue from marble?
Silver Snakes.
Sculptor.
That is
There
correct.
you go. Silver Snakes are just one step away from the Temple Games. We're looking for our first team. Next question.
Did Michelangelo carve the Colossus of Rhodes?
Blue Barracudas.
David.
Dude,
He said David.
That is correct.
All right, Blue Barracudas, step down. They're just one step away. We've got a three-way tie on the second to the last step. Green Monkeys can still catch up. Next question.
Which part of the Sistine Chapel did Michelangelo paint?
Green Monkeys.
Ceiling.
That is correct.
There we go.
Oh!
Tie on the last step.
This is the first time I'm seeing
Anybody
all
can.
of them
We
on the
need two
same
teams. The next two correct answers go into the Temple Games. Next question.
same step.
Michelangelo painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel on wet
It's
plaster.
anyone's game.
Orange Iguanas.
A scaffolding?
That is not one of our three choices. Is this type of painting called a
Come on,
fresco,
come on.
a stucco,
Come on,
or
Blue.
rococo?
Oh yes.
Barracudas.
Stucco.
Incorrect.
Ah!
Silver Snakes.
Skoko.
Incorrect.
Oi!
The answer was fresco.
All right, let's keep going. Olmec.
Oh,
Which of these artists lived at the same time as Michelangelo?
Blue Barracudas.
Leonardo da Vinci.
That is correct.
We got our first team.
yes! sir!
It's the mighty Blue Barracudas. Woo! Take a deep breath. We still need one more team. Who's it going to be? Next question.
Oh,
Later in life, Michelangelo went to work for the Pope. Did he move to Pisa, Rome, or Milan?
Green Monkeys.
Pisa.
Incorrect.
wait!
Silver Snakes.
Rome.
That is correct.
Wee!
Teams will be going to the Temple Games. It's the Blue Barracudas. Good job. Give me some five there.
That was a missed high five.
Silver Snakes. Woo! The Barracudas. Good job. Barracudas. Good job. Give me some Barracudas. Good job. Give me some five there.
Kirkfog gets into awkward situations expecting something else. I see this many a times. Like he gets into awkward situations, forcefully taking handshakes, expecting high fives and all that stuff. That look funny actually. They look funny.
And the Silver Snakes.
The girl was expecting to give a high five, but ignored. Weird character this Kirk Fogg is. Hopefully the temple games kind of go neck and neck. Like very intense. Some great cinematography in display. Ooh, into the dark forest.
Welcome back to Legends. Now the glory goes to the fastest and the strongest. But before we get started,
they are all
let's get to know our
harnessed
team players.
before the
And on the
introductions.
Silver Snakes, you are Emily, right?
Yes.
Yes, and you're into cheerleading.
Yeah. We had our competition back in November.
Oh, she's the second girl who's into cheerleading.
Oh, and what position? Do you have a position on the cheerleading team?
I usually am a spot.
Spot, which is what?
I stand behind them and hold their legs or their hips so they don't fall.
From way up high.
Yeah.
Oh, that could come in handy today. All right, and you are Michael?
Yeah.
And you were telling me you're into no fear, right?
Yeah, I usually push everything I do to extremes, like in sports, my hobbies, like scuba diving.
All right, well, you might have to push things to extremes here in the Temple Games. Let's hear it for the Silver Snakes.
Why are their ages not revealed in this round of introductions? That is kind of weird.
But let's not forget the Blue Barracudas. And you are Tasha.
Yes.
And Tasha, you're into cheerleading too, right?
Yeah.
It's the third cheerleader.
Always hyper, so that helps me my jumps and my cheering and stuff.
Oh, you might have to be a little bit hyper here today.
Okay.
All right, and you are Matt?
Right.
And you play some basketball, right?
Yeah, because I'm taller than most people, so it gives me an advantage over them.
Oh, so we got the tall Blue Barracudas. Let's hear it for them.
Oh, only in season 1 did the contestants say their age. I have a theory as to why. I'll get to know that.
Your Temple Games, and I'll tell you about
But these kids are surely, they look like college-going kids. High school, college-going
The winning
kids.
team will lead those pendants to protect them from the dreaded Temple Guards as they make their way to the Temple. There are 3 Temple Games, and Olmec will tell us about Temple Game number 1.
Every old master had his apprentices who mixed the paints for his palette. They had to know all about colors. In front of each of you is a bucket. One is marked with purple, and the other is marked with green.
Ah, this one I hate the most.
You'll have to remember that the 2 colors that make up purple are red and blue.
Swing across.
And the 2 colors that make up green are blue and yellow. When Kirk gives the signal, run around
combination?
the palette, jump up and grab a colored ball that makes up your color. Then dump it into the bucket. The player to get the most balls that make up the color of their bucket in 60 seconds wins.
Okay, let's see how artistic our teams are here, and if they can get the colors right. Let's put 60
So they have already dumped one ball into that bucket. Do they remove it?
seconds on the clock. Everybody's back in equal
I don't even see anyone's shadow over there putting the ball back.
position. On your mark, get set, go! Green has to get
This
yellow
angle I can't
and
see.
blue, and the silver needs to get the red and blue.
Oh, they remove the ball. Okay.
Oh,
false.
missed the first time, and so did the Silver Snakes. You got to get the right. Not only have to think about which color, you got to get your right momentum going and everything. There they go. Now they're working. Oh, Blue Barracuda's missed.
I do find this odd. They don't say their age in season 2, but Kirk says their age in season 3. Ah, okay. He doesn't say their ages in season 3. Ah, okay. I don't remember, so I don't have an opinion on that. But
3 things you have to do as you're spinning around.
did that bounce out?
Blue Barracuda's now working hard. There they go. Now they get. Oh, ball fell out. Still 16 seconds. Silver Snakes, I like their momentum here. Seems to be working.
9.
Blue Barracuda's going to have to work hard to catch up.
It's hard to throw from the top, get down. That's a good position. She got it in the last second, I think.
Let's get them stopped. Slow it down. Let's bring over the buckets. All right, the Blue Barracudas got 1, 2, 3, 4 balls, all the right colors, and the Silver Snakes got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 balls, all the right colors. The Silver Snakes get the half pennant of life. Nice job.
Good job, Silver
Nice and
Snakes.
steady she was.
Aspiring
Second, Silver Snakes
cheerleader.
a half pennant. The Blue Barracudas don't have any, but they can catch up in the next game. It's worth a half pennant. Olmec, tell us about it.
Michelangelo painted beautiful pictures on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. On the ceiling above you is an equally impressive picture of me. And in this game, you're going to take it down for a cleaning, piece by piece.
We have seen this kind of temple game in season 1 as well, where they climb up, pull stuff or attach stuff.
Then come back down and place it in the bucket. The first player to take down all 8 pieces and put them in their bucket, or the player that's further along in 60 seconds wins.
These
But
two are
be careful.
tall.
If you drop a piece or it misses the bucket, it doesn't count.
These two are tall guys, so I don't think it should be much difficult for them to climb up or jump up.
On your mark, get set, go.
Yee, good start. Oh, Blue Barracuda's terrible start.
Blue Barracuda's getting the momentum now.
You have to look up, boy, to catch it. Don't just put your hands up. Yay!
Blue Barracuda's down by
Yay!
Silver's ahead now and moving well. Blue Barracuda's gonna have to catch up.
Oh my god, Silver Snakes are doing it.
Oh, he missed it the last second. Blue Barracudas can catch up.
Wait! Wait! Easy! What happened there for the Silver Snakes?
That's it. That's it. Come on
Oh.
in. Come on in. Let's bring the buckets over here. Come on over. The Silver Snakes got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of them, but they knocked off 1. The Blue Barracudas had 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 3 is 8. They got all 8.
One's mistake is others' gain. Where did they lose it, Silver Snakes? He was throwing in, he was not putting in, he was throwing in. Oh no. Did he miss it? Ah, here he missed it.
And moving well. Blue Barracuda's gonna have to catch up. Blue Barracuda's really gonna have to move. Oh, he missed it.
I think it fell off after hitting that bucket. I think it kind of.
And moving well. Blue Barracuda's gonna have to catch up.
This one. You know, he places it on the top and then it kind of falls off from the top. Can't blame him. Silver missed one follower, that's why they lost, yeah. I think they were a little lucky, to be honest. Blue Barracudas were a little lucky to kind of.
That's it. Silver Snake is 8. They got all 8. None of them fell down. The Blue Barracudas get the one half pendant for the Blue Barracudas.
Dude, don't put weight on him, man. He's already crouching.
Is worth a full pendant. Whoever wins this goes to the temple. Olmec, tell us about it.
Michelangelo will explain.
Poor kids don't even have breathing space because the guy announces the third game and they get unharnessed and then they start running towards the next game. That's a kind of a bit of a disadvantage for the guy who's playing the second temple game.
Boost the other up to the top of the
Oh,
Once
this is
you're
very
up,
interesting.
Turn and pull your partner up to your step. Then start again. When both players on your team are on the top step, break away the marble to reveal the sculpture within. The first team
I don't think this is a time-based
that reveal their
round
sculpture,
because
or the team that's
the one
furthest
that
along
goes
at the end of 60
oh, it's a
seconds
time-based. Okay.
wins.
All right, I think our teams are ready. Let's put
Kirk
60
form is
seconds on the
placed
clock.
at the top.
This is a big mountain. On your mark.
It's a big mountain.
Get set.
Very suggestive.
Go. Up they go.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, look at the way he's actually pulling her. Ah, that's the right way to pull Blue Barracudas with the hand. Look at the way Silver Snakes is pulling. Ah, he's literally like pulling like a sack. No, she got it. Who?
That's it. Nice job. What an even match.
Who?
I can't believe it. It was a neck and neck match all the way up. The Blue Barracudas just barely got beat by the Silver Snakes. The Silver Snakes get the full pendant.
It was not clear actually. I couldn't see what was happening. Bad camera work.
Climbing that mountain to get to that temple. It's pretty even. Who's going to get up? You got to get your knees up first. Who's ever
The only time Kirk comments from the camera box, okay? This is the only time as far as I know that Kirk is actually inside the temple. I don't think he's inside the temple. He's just beside this box. Is he inside the temple? I don't think so, man. I mean, it was unclear from this. Maybe they should have had a camera behind these two rocks or two stones, whatever those are. I mean, I can't figure out who was at the top.
That's it. That's it. Nice job. What an even match. Can't believe it. It was neck and neck.
Yeah, he's here. He's not inside the temple. The temple is a little far. Maybe like 10-20 meters behind him. I mean, this camera work is a little unclear as to who did it first.
That's it. Who's ever gonna do it first and smash it?
Kind of blocking the way.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Nice job. What an even match. Can't believe it. It was a neck and neck match all the way up. The Blue Barracudas just barely got beat by the Silver Snakes. The Silver Snakes get the full pendant.
You can see the cameraman behind. I always saw that he was, yeah, it kind of looks he was inside. He's again expecting a high five from that position. What a cruel man.
They're going wild up here.
Not high fives, like, hold yourself.
Blue Barracudas, great job. This was an even match all the way through. They're not going to go away empty-handed. We got a great gift for him.
He's so disappointed. Look at that look. I don't know if this was rigged or something, but look at that look.
They're not going to go away empty-handed. We got a great gift for him.
Oh, that look is of an angry man. Look at him. I don't know if this was intentional or his natural reaction, but he looks so pissed off. So angry. Angry boy.
Here's what it is.
Or maybe he's tired.
Savings bond from Nestle. Hey kids, here's an easy act to follow. Turn an ordinary glass of milk into a thick chocolatey treat and create a disappearing act of your own. Nestle Quick. It's magic in the making.
We'll see if the Silver Snakes can make it through Olmec's temple.
I mean, this is again a bit rude, man. You could have come down and given this final heads up before going to the temple. The Blue Barracudas have been kicked out. They got dropped down out of the camera focus, and these guys are standing up there. Makes for a unique camera shot, this one.
Retrieve the Eye of David right after this.
This guy is full on fire. Now they are coming down. Oh, this is the first time they did it. Okay. Thanks for that.
The mighty Silver Snakes have proven themselves worthy and now have earned the right.
How many temple pendants did they earn? I lost track of it. 1.5.
You could start by climbing through the ledges and climbing down into the rock quarry. Throw 5 rocks into the bucket to lift the slab. Then
Rock quarry.
Race into the laser light room. Unleash the power of the correct laser.
Oh damn, no! Great prologue, no man.
Or into the treacherous swamp. If you escape, you might have a chance to enter the dark forest. Reach into
No
the
spoilers,
hole
please.
and find the key, but be careful.
Thank you.
One of the trees could be inhabited by the spirit of a temple guard. If they grab you, you'll have to give up a pendant of life. Next, plow through the wall and into the mine shaft.
Mine shaft is one room that
Ride the elevator up into the lightning ball room.
pisses me off big time. This is my favorite room. Connect all the wires and everything.
Monkey, where you can grab the missing eye of David. Assemble the statue, and you may be headed for the king's storeroom. Smash the clay pots to find the
I love
key,
that
which will allow you into the observatory.
box or bottle,
Together
whatever
the
it is.
puzzle on the stone column and run across the bridge. Then pass through the crypt, race down the stairs and back to the temple gate. The choices are yours and yours alone. You won 1.5 pendants in the temple games. Who's going first?
I am.
Very well, Michael. When Kirk gives the signal, you'll race.
Why does Kirkfog look at him like that?
Make your way to
I mean,
going first.
look at the looks that Kirkfog gives him. Like,
I am.
kind of weird looks.
Well, Michael,
I mean, I would be feeling uncomfortable if
Give the
someone is
signal.
looking at me like
Through
that.
the gates, into the temple, and make your way toward the missing eye of David. Hidden inside the temple are temple guards, assigned to protect 3 specific rooms. You can trade your pendant for an extra life and go.
Yeah,
But if
you
you're
know,
without
kind
the
of
pendant,
weird
out to the
looks
temple,
that he
and it'll
gives.
be Emily's turn to enter and try her luck.
Hidden inside.
Somewhere in the temple is the other half of your pendant. If you can find it, and you're carrying the other half, you will get an extra life. If you can reach the missing eye of David, all the doors of the temple will instantly unlock, and the temple guards will vanish. Return through the gates with the missing eye of David in 3 minutes, and you will both be handsomely rewarded.
I don't know if
Here's how.
his name is Michael, right? I don't know if him going first is the right thing, considering our track record of seeing how the women have performed. Again, not generalizing all the women, but some of them are so slow when they are chasing the run. Let's see how this goes. Unlike the previous run, which we have seen half an hour ago, hope they do well, and I hope they have gone to the Bahamas. Bahama Mama.
Norwegian Cruise Lines. It's different out here.
All right, let's get started. Let's send them off in the temple, see if they can retrieve the Eye of David. Let's get our mouthpieces in. Let's put 3 minutes on the clock. Omek, lower your gate if you please.
Lower your gate if you please. Let's go.
All right, Michael, on your mark, get set, go. With 1.5 pendants, Michael Mason's
Michael Mason? That's a good name.
the crypt. Hold the golden book. Heads across the bridge. And he's going right up.
He is super quick, man.
Moving fast.
But could that be his undoing? I hate this rock slab alignment, man.
Line the figure of the stone column. We can open a door and move on.
This takes so much of time. Look at that.
Something's not right there. There it goes.
There's a room down. Don't go down there. There'll be a temple guard for sure. Medusa Slayer, one hell of a room this is. That Medusa kind of looks like a female version of Allmac. Kind of. I always felt like that. What are you doing? Jam it hard, boy. Hey, rotate one of those. Snake. Is it a snake or a dreadlock? I don't know what. What the hell? That's a technical glitch again. Oh no! You bugger! You bloody temple guard! Emily! Emily needs to literally prove that not majority of the women are slow. At least for my sake. Emily, jump, Emily. Good, Emily. Jump down again, Emily. Go. Go, Emily. Go, jump again. Oh, Medusa Slayer half pendant. I didn't notice that. Again, she's looking at the camera guy for guidance. I don't like this again. No. What? What the hell is happening? Even Kirk Fogg is unclear. I didn't notice.
She missed the other half over there in Medusa's lair. It was over there, but they did a great job. Come on over here, Emily.
Triple seizure. Thank you, Craig Trullock, for revealing that, but that's okay. But I mean, what the hell happened in the last 1 minute, man? She looks a little dejected, which is understandable. Michael looks super fine. He's clapping with his hands. The mouthpiece is off. She's crying. Is she crying? She looks as if she is weeping. No, don't get emotional. Ooh, okay, calm down, girl. She looks really sad. I mean, that is nice in a way that she's crying. Ooh, I feel sad when girls cry. Usually I don't like it, but Where was that half pendant?
Oh, she passed up the other half pendant.
Where was the half pendant, boss?
Down into Medusa's lair.
I mean, this quality isn't that great, so I can't figure it out. I might need to ask the panel about this, but
Oh, she passed up the other half pendant. Was in Medusa's lair. Oh well, we'll see if that doesn't come back to haunt her. She
1 minute 12 seconds.
reveals the white light though. Opens up another door, and she heads into the.
She was trying to give that half pendant, but that guy was like, dude, you can't buy me with a half pendant, so come out of there.
That's alright. She threw the.
Even Kirkfog is like dumbstruck. He's like, he wasn't aware. I think even the temple guard was kind of letting her go with the half pendant.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, the producers told me, dude, call them over. The run is done. You wouldn't want to get spoiled. Okay, that was generally a rough layout. Kind of rough layout, yeah. They had to go up, down, left, right. I don't have much to say about this run. This run was actually a good start. It was a good follow-up and all this stuff. She missed the half pendant. I think the placement of the temple guards was too rough. Like, they were everywhere. They were literally everywhere.
Got her. Come on over here, Michael. She only had a half pendant of life.
Where was Michael all this time? Was he behind the TV or where was he? He wasn't even watching the run, I guess.
She missed the other half over there in Medusa's lair. It was over there.
How come Kirkfog know where the half pendant was?
They did a great job. Come on over here, Emily. I know he's scared.
Or maybe he
He's getting
knows.
ready to jump into the swamp there.
But Emily looks a little
Okay,
sad.
you did a great job.
It's okay,
People
Emily.
had
You did
no
a great
fear
job.
the whole way through, and you can see it when they
Joshua is in the chat.
choreography set, and that's great.
The half pendant was on the old actuator from season 1 that contestants would hit to go down to the bottom of the heart room, which is why it's impossible to. Thank you, Joshua. Good to see you in the stream.
She threw it out. Come back to haunt her, and she reveals the. Down into Medusa's lair.
Okay, now I understand you, Joshua. Thank you. Half pendant seems like it was mostly, if not completely, unseen. Yeah. Also, the quality of this isn't that great. But I mean, this was a half run. This wasn't even a full run. This was a triple seizure, or I would call it a triple death. Yeah, that's also a good word, triple death. But this was kind of weird. The temple guard must have seen the half pendant and like, uh-oh, no, this is not going to go anywhere. And this was the most funny part. Kirkfog seems absolutely clueless as to what was happening. He was like, I think the producers or someone from the editing team or the crew must have shouted, like, dude, cut it, they are done. They are done. They are done. Call them back.
That's it. They got her. Come on over here, Michael. She only had a half pendant.
Okay. He must have predicted this run's outcome when he had missed. When he said that the missed half and would come back to haunt Emily. Oh, did he say that? I didn't notice his commentary, but good catch, Joma. Thank you. Alright, let's talk to our people. Gold League Gamer is already in the chat. He's super quick. I'll wait for Undercover Cop to come in. But she was a little sad. That kind of...
Guys.
Alright, okay.
Right with you.
One second. Yep, you can go ahead with your review, sir.
Okay. Where to begin on this one? So, Michael began by going up into the crypt and remained on the top roof. He had to go down the central cavern, encountering the first temple guard in Medusa's lair, and then got taken out in the laser light room. When Emily took over, she followed Michael's route. But as she went down from Medusa's lair, Kurt pointed out that she passed up the other half pendant in that very room, problem is, I paid attention during that run and didn't see it. So if it was caught on, if it wasn't caught on screen, how did Kirk know where it was there? Is he told the location ahead of time? It's a big mystery, I know. Anyway, passing up that other half pendant eventually came back to haunt Emily when she carried the final temple guard in the swamp. Even though she gave the temple guard the half pendant she was carrying, the run still ended.
Does Kirkfog usually know where the pendants are, or does he find out just like how we find out when someone comes across the half pendant?
That's a very good question.
I don't.
Okay. So I was after rewatching this episode, I was almost prepared to rule this one another double whammy, but what made me retract that was not seeing the other half pendant.
Yeah. Kirkfog was sure that there was a half pendant. I don't know if he did know the half pendant location.
I can explain it when I go.
Yeah. Holy Gamer, anything you want to say more about this run?
Well, that was my full run. It's like, now the reason I was almost prepared to rule in favor and rule in favor of another double whammy was because if you notice that second temple game with those pieces of Olmec's portrait, that temple game could have ended a few seconds sooner had the Silver Snakes not missed a piece.
Yeah.
And had they not missed a piece, they would have had two pendants.
Yeah.
If Michael doesn't knock the piece out, that one little thing cost them. They probably would have reached the thing. I don't know if they would have won, but they probably would have at least reached the missing eye of David.
Yeah. I think Kirk was told beforehand as he points them out a few other times in other episodes. Ooh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, we have a very rare... Thank you for pointing that out, Goal. I was going to point it out, too, so good catch with the knocking the piece out. The only time we get Kirk in the camera box in the Steps game, and I think that's because it was hard to shoot, so I think from that point on they just had him at the bottom of the Steps, because this is the first time they play this Steps game. On the show, I should say. This is the first time. They obviously practice it in the rehearsal, but this is the first time they're actually playing it. This is one of very few, only 2 times we get a 4-way tie on the final step in the Steps of Knowledge. And we also get a very rare time where 3 answers are given and all 3 are incorrect on the third to last question. So first of all, I think Emily was a pretty good second runner. I don't think she was a little slow, but not super slow. Michael, no, I'll save that for last. So, again, I don't know what the heck happened in Medusa's lair with the thing not working, the door not activating the way it was supposed to. That must have been a glitch.
Yeah.
Because the eyes I don't think the eyes light up. Can you fast forward to when Emily goes through the Medusa's lair? Do the eyes light up then?
Okay. I'm just seeing him. I think he jams it in the right way, but somehow they don't. Okay.
Yeah, but can you skip to when Emily is going to the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, she's in the Medusa's lair.
So this is that was one of the.
They are not.
They are not.
So this proves that this was the second instance I can think of where Medusa's lair was flawed.
No, this room I hate the most. Okay.
Now, it didn't affect it. They would have lost anyway. But so you want to know how they knew how Kirk knew? That was overdubbed later. You can tell Kirk was dubbed after the fact. Him saying, "Up, she missed the pendant in Medusa's lair." And the reason you can tell that is because it sounds a little bit different. But also, when Emily goes through, Kirk goes, "Oh, he gives up the pendant." Like he didn't realize that she passed it. I don't think he knew that she had passed it. So clearly, when he says, "Uh-oh, she passed up the half pendant," that was dubbed over later.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how much of the rest of it was dubbed later, but that part clearly was. And also, I've never seen anyone point this out anywhere. Michael, the Silver Snake, was a contestant on Guts.
Global Guts. Ooh.
Whoa.
Regular Guts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
He was on the first season.
What season?
First.
Oh.
Which is how I know he was 14, because he was 12 when he was on Guts.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to look for that.
Where did he end up in Guts? First, second, or third?
I think he got third, because he was, I think, a few years young. I think he was 12, and I think the other competitors were 13.
Actually, he's not the only one, actually. Kristen from the Jewel Encrusted Egg of Catherine the Great was also on Guts.
And she came from behind to win on Guts, too. So, yeah, rare Legends and Guts champion.
Crossover.
2 for 1.
Nice.
He's got very distinct eyebrows, which is how I recognize him. He's got very bushy eyebrows. That's how I recognize him.
Okay.
And also, there was another one named as Ty from the Lucky Medallion of Atocha.
Yeah.
Was also on Guts.
And I'm sure there were more that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Okay.
They lost it like the moat and stuff.
So do these Nickelodeon team reach out to them that asking them to participate in another show? Or how do they come from one show to the other?
Sometimes I think they do, but also you have to remember these kids all live in the greater Orlando area.
Okay.
So they're all from that general cast. They're all from... It's not like Hollywood where there's a much bigger casting pool.
Okay.
These are kids that are in this general area, so it makes sense that they would audition for multiple shows.
Okay.
And would get on multiple shows. And you can... In America, you are only allowed to be on 3 game shows in a 10-year period, but that only applies to network television. For Nickelodeon, in theory, you could be on every game show, and it wouldn't matter. It would be perfectly okay because it's not a network show, one of the mainline network shows, I should say.
Okay.
Little game show trivia fact for the kids out there.
Olivia Emma from Applewood Emlet was on GTP, but she lost. Oh, okay.
Get the picture.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Adam was in it. One of the kid from the Collar of Davy Crockett, he was in there too.
You don't get the picture?
A lot of crossover.
Yeah. And why does Kirk, Fogg, or the team not reveal their age in season 2, season 3? Any particular reason?
I have a theory.
None
My
that I know
theory
Yeah.
is because maybe there were some behind the scenes complaints from the parents.
I mean, what does that have to do with this?
Because in actuality, there are some women are actually sensitive about revealing their age.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's usually that's older women. Usually that doesn't apply to children.
Okay.
Teens.
Kind of weird.
And even then, I don't think it's a big... It would be nice to know their ages, but I don't think it's a huge deal.
Yeah.
I just like it. I just think it's cool, as I've told you many times, when the younger team beats the older team
Yeah.
in the Temple games. That doesn't happen a lot. I know a couple occasions we've watched so far where it happened, but it doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
But yeah, these kids were all definitely 14, 15 in this episode.
Yeah. By the way, this third temple game, was this the only time that this one happened?
With the steps?
Yeah, the third one. Yeah, the steps.
Oh, it's happened before.
You mean just playing this steps game, or
This game, playing this steps game.
Going up that big mountain.
Yeah, the mountain one.
It was in the enormous iron nose ring of Baby Ox.
And it was in the Lucky Lion, the Lion Tail. You watched that one. It was played 6 times total, I believe.
6 times. Okay.
Total of 6 times. This is the only time Kirk's in that camera box at the top.
Usually he's down, right?
Right.
Yes.
And then I guess because there's supposed to be a camera guy up there, I think there was maybe not enough room for both, or it was cramped up there, and it makes more sense for Kirk to be on the ground level in combat.
Oh, okay.
It's a cool shot though before they go to commercial with the Silver Snake sitting up there and him.
Yeah.
That was a cool kind of little thing that they only did that one time.
Yeah.
Also, that's like a statue of Thomas Jefferson. I don't know why Da Vinci would be, or Michelangelo would be carving a statue of a future American president who hadn't been born yet.
Oh, okay.
Or like a Beethoven or something. I mean, he's a little off there, Nickelodeon, on this one. This is not a great episode. It's just got a couple of unique features, but it's not a bad episode.
Yeah.
The temple run disappointing, but yeah, I enjoy this one. I don't know if you do.
Yeah, it was a good episode actually. I mean, none of the episodes are bad except for some of them where the temple runs are so bad.
Season 1 has a few that I won't. I like the couple that you've done, like the cricket cage is one that comes to mind immediately.
Cricket Cage of Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are a few bad episodes in season 2, and then there's a couple. Oh, the snow cone episode. That's a bad episode. That's not just a bad temple. That's just a bad episode.
Yeah.
But I also don't judge the entire episode on the temple run.
Yeah.
So like there's times where there's a really subpar temple run, but the lead up to it is really good.
Exactly.
Broken Wing of Icarus, as I've said many times, is the best episode of the series.
Yes. Anything more from this episode that you want to talk about?
Looking forward to next time.
Cool. Gold Gamer?
No, I'm good. That's I pretty much said it all.
Cool. Craig Trulock is asking for much heralded helmet of Sir Gawain. I think I have done that episode. Yeah, I think
I think I remember you doing that.
Yeah,
I've seen it. Yeah.
The next ones that I have in my to-do list are Olivia Emma Juliana. I think I got that from season 2.
You mean the
Applewood Amulet.
Let me know if you have trouble finding that one.
Okay. The lily-crested crown of Clovis and the golden earring of season 3 and the golden earring of Henry Morgan. Yeah, those three are
There's a lot of talking points about all three of them. That's all I'll say.
Cool. We'll have Cheyenne in the call as well. He was supposed to be in the call today, but he said he's flying, so he couldn't take. But
right.
Yeah. So next week is June the 23rd. We'll catch up again, and then we'll talk about that episode. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good night.
Yep. You too.
Stay safe, everybody.
Yep. Thank you so much. Golden earring was favorite of mine. Okay. We can do that episode. You did that episode, yeah. So yeah, next week mostly it would be the lily-crested crown of Clovis or the golden earring of Henry Morgan, or maybe we can do both. I'll catch you up. I'll see you again on 23rd of June around same time. That should be around. Let me see what would be the Eastern timings of this. I usually do stream at this time. Great stream time. Thank you, Joma, for being there. Should be around 8:30 p.m. Eastern timing. So please do join in. And again, if anyone wants to talk over and share their views, opinions, you can always do so. Please join my Discord. I'll personally text you my Discord link because I've been getting a lot of spams. So if I'm missing on any DMs, please accept my apology because I'm getting a lot of spam messages, like 100 and 500s of messages. I don't know, my Discord got exposed to some spam or anything. So we have a dedicated group, so we'll chat over there. Again, thank you everyone. Jomar, Undercover Cobb, Craig, Goldie Gamer, thank you so much. I will see you again next week. Have a nice weekend. Take care and do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.